Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Batman figure, and it is from Arkham Knight, and this is by Hot Toys, and it is that figure. And here's the figure out of the box. So let's start off with the accessories. So first thing you see here is the communication panel, which has a little slot, which has a little peg that's sticking out, and it's supposed to slide through the gauntlet right here. There's a slot right there, and then there's also another slot right there, so you could put it on either arm. And then next up we have these wires with the hooks over it. Now these things are kind of flimsy. They're not rigid enough, so I mean, if you try to have Batman shoot these out, it's not gonna stay up. It would have been nice if they actually have bendy wires. These are just I don't know, these are metal wires, but they are not rigid enough to hold the claw up. And then we have the line gun right there, and then we have a couple of batarangs right there, and these are not collapsible, so it would have been nice if one of them was collapsible, but nope, they are not. And then we have here this rifle here is the drone disruptor. It's not collapsible either. It would have been nice, again, would have been nice if this could actually fold down. And then we have the voice synthesizer right there. And then we have the grapnel gun, and then another attachment for the grapnel gun. And this here is the electrical charge. You could actually attach this to the back half of the grapnel gun. And then we have a freeze grenade, an angry mouthpiece, and a bunch of hands for gripping some of these weapons, and a pair of fists. And this figure also comes with this Arkham backdrop. It's just a piece of cardboard. You just gotta put it together. That's all. Nothing really fancy about it. And there is the Batman from the Arkham Knight game. So let's get a good look at him from the front. And he's holding the explosive gel gun, which I have him holding because he used that quite a lot in the game. And there's the base. And if I lift the figure up, you can see it has a picture of Batman, and back there looks like it's part of the Batmobile. Let's put him back down. Yeah, and here's the nameplate. Arkham Knight, Batman. Alright, and here's a close-up of that electrical charge gun attached to the grapnel gun. See, all you have to do is just detach the front part and attach this onto it. Looks like a really nice weapon. Zoom out a little bit so you guys can see it. And then here's that drone disruptor. And I'll give you a closer look at it. See how close I can get. Oh yeah, right there. Okay. From the looks of it, this looks to be the section where it's supposed to fold up, but again, this version doesn't do that. Oh, come on, go back in. Okay. It would have been nice if it could actually fold up. And there's the stock. I guess in the game it's collapsible. So now, focus. There we go. Really nice looking weapon. There is from the front. There's a little panel up on top too. Kind of neat. And then next up we have the line gun right there, and the voice synthesizer right there. And here I got Batman using the comp unit, talking to Barbara Gordon. Let me see if I could flip this around so you guys could get a better sense of what it's supposed to look like. So there it is. It's a transparent piece of plastic with Barbara Gordon on it with some tech info. And now Batman's talking to her. And when you raise his arm, you can see the suit kind of bunches up. It's creating a crease right there. And then the elbow also has a crease. Let's see, focus right there. Rotate it back around so you guys can see it from this angle. A huge crease right there. Not exactly sure the material this batsuit is made out of. It felt like the Ben Affleck batsuit, but it doesn't feel that fabric-y though. It feels more rubbery than anything. So I'm not quite sure, because the batsuit does feel more fabric-like, while this one is more rubber-like. Even the outer pieces, like the silver bits, they're all rubber pieces, especially on the thigh area. Crotch area, you could clearly see it. These are all rubber pieces. And then the underneath, what it's glued onto, it felt like, still felt more somewhat like rubber than a cloth material. So I'm sure they probably print some rubber all over that suit. So maybe underneath it is fabric. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. So if I bend the knees, you could definitely see a huge crease around the crotch area, and I just don't know whether you want to keep him in a somewhat of a crouching pose or anything like that, anything dynamic, because it's gonna bunch up the suit, and who knows whether this is gonna crack down the line or not. Because even right there, when his arm is relaxed, you can still see creases all over. So I'm not sure how this thing's gonna hold up. Alright then, from the back, here's a good look at the cape. It has pattern on it. The material, it looks to be the fake leather, the fake leather material, which I think over time it will crack. Not quite sure. Here you can see the pattern on it, and then down here it looks like they added another layer of rubber on it, just to create that glossy pattern. And when you first take this out of the box, part of the cape was stuck together, especially the down underneath here, like all these rubber layer. They were kind of bunched up together. They were actually glued together, I guess, with the amount of with the amount of time that it was sitting in the box. It started clambering up together, so you had to peel it apart, which kind of scared me a little bit, because I was worried that it's gonna tear or something, but it didn't, so thank God for that. And currently there are 3 wires running through the cape. It's over here, and then one in the middle, and then one on the other side. It's not at the edge here, it's the second fold, which is right here. This fold line right here has a wire running through it, and the middle right behind, right on the spine. And if you own any of the other Batmans, from Dark Knight to the '89 Batman to the Ben Affleck Batman, you would know how to replace, to swap out the mouthpiece. There's a tool they gave you, and then basically you just need to push it from behind, and then just replace it with this second mouthpiece that they provide you with. And here I gave him the angry mouthpiece. Personally, I prefer the regular relaxed mouth, the closed mouth. That one's a little bit better, and this one doesn't really look right. And then here I got him just holding the the explosive gel gun, and you can see creases all over Ben's leg, and you can see right here it bunches up quite a bit, and it does scare me keeping him in the pose like this for anything longer than a few minutes. Yeah. And then yeah, but as far as the joints, they're very stiff, so that's good. It's gonna definitely keep its pose if you want to pose them like this. So let me get in a little closer to give you guys a detailed look at him. And head sculpt, it's amazing looking. Again, not a fan of this mouthpiece, but you can see he looks absolutely gorgeous. The batsuit is really nice. I really like this design of the batsuit quite a bit, and like these armor pieces, it looks like carbon fiber, but I'm sure they're just painted on, probably decals or something, but it looks really, really nice. See the pattern on the inner suit, and even the bat symbol has details on it. That's a little pattern all over it. And let me lower him down a little bit. You can see the torso, the abdominal section. Zoom out a little bit. And again, those ab pieces look like they're carbon fiber. I mean, of course, they're not made out of carbon fiber, but it looks like them. It looks like it. And then there's the utility belt. Really good looking. And then here's the other arm. It's insane, the amount of detail on this thing. They even added a little bit of weathering all over him, especially the arms. Some knee pads and those boots. Really nice looking. Kind of from behind. It would have been nice if it came with a Bruce Wayne head sculpt and an open, kind of semi-open helmet. That would have been nice. I would love to have that. And I can't wait for the Joker to come out, because that one should be coming out. And since we got the Batman now, and yeah, it'll look great to have him and the Joker together again. But I'm not sure how long we'll have to wait until we get that one. Turn him around. Look at how nice it looks. Alright, and here I have the Affleck Batman standing next to the Arkham Knight Batman. And Arkham Knight Batman, it's a little taller, about a forehead higher, and the ears are way high. I mean, if you're counting the ears, the tip of the ears to the tip of the ears, then it's almost an inch taller. But if you're not counting that, he is maybe quarter of an inch taller than the Affleck Batman. So there you have it. There's the Arkham Knight Batman from the video game. This guy's gonna set you back about $245. It's a great looking Batman, but I find myself not wanting to pose this guy too much because of the suit, because of those rubber plating, especially around the crotch area. So I mean, like all the Batmans, most of them, they're just standing around. The only one that I could really think that I really try to pose would be the Christian Bale Batman, the Dark Knight ones, because those are the ones that I tend to pose more than any of the other Batmans. Well, I guess the Affleck Batmans are okay to pose as well, because they don't feel rigid enough. I mean, the joints are stiff enough, and the fabric doesn't feel like it's gonna crack on you as easily as this one would. So this one, I worried too much about posing him, leaving creases all over him. So he looks great standing, but if you're paying $245 for this figure, if you're not really gonna pose him, then I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it for some people. It's worth it for me because I am a huge Batman fan, and Arkham, all these Arkham games are really fun to play, and so this is one of those Batman figures that I have to have in my collection, and he looks great just standing. Again, you're not gonna do a whole lot of dynamic poses with him, and the torso section, he basically have no articulation movement whatsoever. Even though the section right here is rubber, but it is kind of restricting, so you're not gonna really be able to do anything with them other than him moving the arms a bit and maybe the legs forward and back a little bit, and that's about it. There's no dynamic poses with this figure. So yeah, so there you have it. There's the Arkham Knight Batman from Hot Toys. Thanks for watching.